Paul, your meeting.
We got 8 minutes, so because I actually don't have a very long report. The problem with being last is that everyone before has done such a great job giving updates. So on behalf of the board, thank you to the entire staff, of course, and community for making this yet another great policy meeting. On some brief high-level updates about what the board has been up to is, of course, first we welcomed Peter Harrison, who was elected in January, so he's joined the board along with Rahini Fraser, who had been acting as an observer last year and now have begun their term. We have, in the first part of this year, really been just looking at how we can evolve the board into a much more strategic role. We've been looking at our own internal processes to see which items really need to sit at our level at the board and which ones are better either dealt with by staff or other members of the community, which is why you've seen programs like, so for instance, the fellowship program that you all know and love, actually this is its last meeting. But don't worry, that's because a greater and better new fellowship program will be coming in the future months, and that will be a program not necessarily a board committee anymore, but will be in conjunction with the staff, the advisory council, as we look what is the fellowship program hoping to accomplish? You know, what measurable goal will let us know that we're getting success out of that program? We've had great success so far, but how can we enhance it even further? Same thing with a grant program, which we've just finalized as of this meeting, which you can see coming soon. The training programs, which you've heard of through Susan. And that's just something we're just looking at all the programs to see that we have today, which ones are working well and that we need to put more energy in, which ones maybe have lived their time and are not performing as well anymore, or have served their purpose, and make sure that we can continue to invest in more and exciting programs. The other thing I'll just leave you is that what really now will take up the bulk of our year before you see us next time is our strategic planning process. We had a bit of a kickoff meeting here in Barbados towards what is normally in August, our multi-day strategy session where we help as a board with management create the strategic plan that will basically try and answer the question, what do we want to, how do we see ourselves in the coming years? And that's, while a very intense process between the staff and the board, it's not one that's just confined to us. So please, if you have ideas or suggestions of things that the board should be looking at in this kind of strategy process, grab somebody at this table while you're still here, or drop an email and give your thoughts. We really do look for that input. It's very valuable, and we'll be looking to see what topics we want to challenge in the coming years. And that's really, if I'll double check my notes, all that I want to hit. So with that, if there are any questions, I would just defer directly to open microphone. Our last open microphone, and point to before our break.